What's up, guys? I have a bit of an interesting video for you. Today, we're going to be talking about taking action and why you should take action and why I think people don't take action. And for those of you who do take action, good for you. You're probably on the way, on the right track towards the life you want. But for those of you who don't, let's start the video off with why you don't. For a lot of people, they think because there's no real outcome, or maybe it's impossible to you. You just don't believe you can become this version of yourself, or you don't believe it's possible or even plausible for your life and your situation. And that's a lot of people. You'd be surprised how many people think whatever their dreams are just out of the cards for them. And if you talk to anybody who's done anything extraordinary or some sort of big transformation, they'd probably tell you the same thing, that they had that same mindset before they got the transformation, right? Before they had the outcome. But the biggest thing is always going to be action, right? It's what you do. So, to put this in a simple way, just start doing the thing. You're overthinking it. Start doing the thing. For instance, let's say you really want to be an athlete and you're not an athlete right now. You're uncoordinated, you're out of shape, and you eat like shit. That's okay. Follow along. Tomorrow, you start eating a better breakfast and lunch and dinner. You just fuel yourself the right way. You know proteins, carbs, and fats. You understand calories. You understand the importance of micronutrients, the role it plays in how you look, how you feel, and hydration. And this just took a little bit of research. But you started doing this. You learned all this stuff over a span of a week. You started doing this consistently for 6 months to a year. On top of that, you started going for a run in the morning before your breakfast. It wasn't very long, but eventually it gets easy. So you run half a mile because it was hard and you're huffing and puffing, but then you ran a full mile. And then you added a mile and a half a month later. And then maybe you're doing 2 or 3 miles straight. And then by the end of the year, you've been running so often, you can hit 4, 5, 6, 7, even 10 miles without stopping. You're a runner now. This is kind of crazy. You improved your endurance, you improved your heart. That's not it though. You were also eating better. Don't forget that. You started eating better. You just started making better choices. You didn't change your whole life. You just simply knew, probably shouldn't eat this pizza 6 times a week. You just made easier, most obvious decisions, things you already knew. Also, let me throw something else in. These are all things that are plausible, by the way. These are things you can change tomorrow. You started going to the gym. It wasn't very long. You took 30-minute sessions, full body. You trained once or twice a week. But then you got used to that schedule. It was kind of easy. So then you started going 3, 4 times a week. Maybe you even got up to 5. And you enjoy it. Now you're getting stronger. And don't forget you were running. So now, stronger. Your endurance is up. Your heart feels good. You're eating better. So now you're starting to look better in the span of a year. You jump around in the gym. You sprint a little on some of your run days. Now you're not just doing the thing. You're building an identity. You're becoming the thing. So at the end of the year, you're going to say, I really wanted to be an athlete. Holy shit. I am an athlete. I've been running. I've been lifting. I've been jumping around. I've been playing the sport. Maybe you joined an adult league, an adult soccer league. You have games. You eat well. You look better. You feel better. These things aren't far fetched. They're not impossible. People do it all the time. You are an athlete. You became this. You built the identity. It's your habit now. It's your routine, and you do it day in and day out. It is simply put, but that's the truth. It can be you, and it can be that easy. The problem is you're overthinking it. You don't do the thing. You think about how, what, when, where, why you should do the thing, but you don't think about just doing the thing. But what if, but what if, but what if? What can what if possibly? Nothing can come good out of a what if unless you're doing it, right? Do the action, see what happens. I'm not a runner, but I run a little here and there. A couple miles was hard. Then a couple more miles wasn't as hard. And then now, I'm running 6 miles straight, and I'm like, okay, this isn't that hard. But it was hard at one point. 6 miles would have been impossible in my brain at one point. Guess what? And this has only been 2 months of running again. Imagine when I get to a full year and I'm running miles and miles straight. I'm gonna look back to this day and say, God, I thought 6 miles was impressive. It's funny. It's a funny thing, and it's honestly surprising, but it's beautiful and it's amazing when you realize it has nothing to do with the how, what, when, where, why, and everything to do with simply doing the thing, do the action. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Taking action consistently, building a routine can simply build the identity that you want. And once the identity is there, you can basically do whatever the fuck you want because now you have the belief in yourself, and not only yourself, but in your capabilities that you can do whatever because you've done it before. And now you have the outcome, right? Instead of thinking about the outcome, just think about right now what you can do and what that version of yourself would do and do it. The version of me right now would make this YouTube video, edit it, colors, maybe cut some things out, and then post it. But the other version of me, who's just thinking about doing it, thought about doing this talk right now with you guys on the couch, was thinking about it, but I didn't do it. I just said, that'd be really cool if I filmed this video and said these things and then posted on YouTube. But I didn't. Then I never posted the video. But guess what? I am. I'm posting it right after this, and I will. Okay? So just do the thing. Eventually, I'll look back one day and say, holy shit, I'm a YouTuber. All right, guys, have a great day. Take action. Stay handsome. Stay sharp. Coach is out.